좋아요. 모험을 떠나볼까요? 오늘은 챕터 2로 하는 날입니다. 마녀를 찾아라. 루클라 숲의 동쪽에 있다. 일단은 마을에 가는 게 낫겠죠? 카산드라 그리고 이카라 얘네들을 찾아야 되는데. (10년) 동안 노래방 안 갔으면 정상이라고. 정상은 아니지.
Poor man. It seems he was eaten by a beast.
Well, partially eaten, to be more precise.
야, 또 거짓말을 할 순 없지. 북쪽 실버글렌 북쪽으로 가야겠네.
정보, 팁, 스포, 팩트, 멀피셜, 멀럭 초심 이렇다. 레후 대차 대푸푸푸 멀럭 좋아 멀럭 좋아 멀럭 좋아 후후후 후히히히 후아하하 후아하하.
In the name of the goddess, halt! Who goes there?
그런 사냥꾼입니다.
In that case, you can rest easy, Hunter. There is no source to be found here, only the glory of immaculates. Why, it's Silverglen, of course. Once the abode of miners, now the abode of the faithful. We have traded the search for silver for the pursuit of divinity. I'm sure this sounds strange in what are strangers' ears, but you must know that but a short while ago, a frightful sickness felled us by the dozen, until she who speaks for the goddess brought us a cure. She showed us how we may overcome the frailty and even the decrepitude of our mortal bodies. This is why we now live a life of devoutness and civility, so that we may become immaculate. But I suggest you talk to Father Loik if you want to learn more about the ways of the goddess. Be welcome, therefore, to Silverglen. Blessed be all immaculates.
The Immaculates here seem to be a friendly enough bunch.
As yet, friend.
Beware being the operative word. Let's remain vigilant.
근데 우리가 근원 사냥꾼이라고 정체를 밝혔는데도
멀럭방에서 항상 느끼는 거지만 이렇게 정신나간 분들이 정상인 코스프레를 하면서 주변에서 살고 있다고 생각하니 오싹하네요. 멀캄시티 그 자체 디귿디귿디귿.
Brandon, what news from the mines?
No news, sir. Goblins will slice us to ribbons if we approach the bridge.
Unacceptable. I want those...
Source hunter, are you? What brings you to this neck of the woods? The goblins? The orcs? The cult? Or the whole pretty bouquet?
당신에게
Don't be surprised if you hear more than a few unkind words about yours truly around town. An overseer's got to enforce his share of unpopular guild decisions, you know. I'm finished with this one pony rodeo, though. I did my best by these roughnecks, and now it's time for old Brandon to take a load off. In fact, you may be able to help speed my retirement plan along.
와, 졸라 비싸 템들이 진짜. 양심이 있나 이게? 자세한으로 보자.
I knew a source hunter'd perk up at the sound of a challenge. Between you and me, the Troll King's sitting on a piece of treasure of more value than even he knows. A metal called tenebrium that can fetch a prettier sum than its weight in gold. I intend to lift it, sell it, and live out the rest of me days in comfort. The devil's in the details, though, and I haven't managed to find a way to access the King's cave, much less make off with this stuff without being noticed. But you're a source hunter. You can sniff out any point of mystery. So let's make a deal, hmm? You find the tenebrium and bring it to me. And I'll deliver you a few pieces of information about Silverglen, and Lawrence in particular. That I wouldn't wish the wrath on me worst enemy, though. So let me give you a little something to contain the tenebrium bars. It's lined with the fragments of a special stone that keeps rats. Apart from Gungir's stature and incurable case of the uglies, it's not so different from a parakeet. Got a brain the size of a pea.
엄청난 전설템을 준다고 꼬셔야지.
The nutty oaf sits on a river of silver beneath these mines, but leases it to the mining company for a fraction of its worth in gold. He'd rather put those hefty minions of his on toll duty than mine these hills himself for 5 times the reward. I can't be certain myself where his cave is located, but at least one of those oaf lackeys of his must know where to look. They've got to do something with all the gold they've gathered in the course of guarding those damned bridges, haven't they? I'm no man to refuse a source hunter. Ask away. A strange sort of substance discovered here around 2 years ago. And folks have been clamoring.
A source hunter. My liege, I am at your
방부길드 대표
disposal.
로렌스.
I am Lawrence, the representative of the mining guild
요즘에 창세기전
responsible for
누가 해?
operations in Silverglen. Please, valiant hunter, let us know how we can assist you. Oh, I am no one special. Merely a humble servant of the guild and shepherd
분명히
to
양측
the happy
일꾼이라고?
flock of miners within this settlement. My only cause for complaint, Your Grace, are these
강력한
awful
광석이라고?
goblins. They're starving us
아,
out.
테네브리움 특성이
Even a single honest miner is
베어도트가 하나 찍혀있는데 그거구나. 난 뭔가 했는데 그게.
Perhaps, my most upright highness, you might be able to help us with this little problem. You must forgive me if I become somewhat overcome when discussing it, my liege. To think how I've been betrayed. To think how I invited a tribe of goblins to assist us in clearing the tenebrium from our mine, you see. The leader of the troop, a certain spitting Satan named Drexis, promised to clear the tenebrium and be gone. When the job was done, though, he and his band of totem-brained fiends refused to vacate. They've kept close guard of the bridges to the mine since, and they'll slice whoever dares approach them into ribbons.
타이베리움.
These goblins follow Drexis like lemmings, Your Grace, and if only I could undo the traitor, they'd slither back to the swamp they crawled from. Drexis's head on my mantle would save countless miners from a slow starvation, my liege. What's one goblin over countless disenfranchised workers? Please, Your Grace, I am complete. Those brutes, they are useless stuff, my liege. Worse than common dirt. But 10 times as difficult to extract. Yes, a dreadful business that. I've been fortunate enough to avoid the sickness so far, my liege. You see, my liege, when a miner has been over long exposed to tenebrium, he begins showing symptoms. Gangrene about the extremities, fatigue, malaise. At first, had we known then what we've since discovered, we never would have continued operations. But alas, mistakes were made, and those we lost can never be brought back, no matter what that crackpot conduit would have one believe. My liege, you ought not to concern yourself with the fraudulent leader of a crackpot cult. Really, the whole affair is an utter embarrassment to Silverglen. Some insane huckster, calling herself the conduit of the goddess, made her way to Silverglen at the height of the rot hold on our miners. The people were desperate, you see. When by magic or illusion she managed to cure a handful of them of the affliction, every last one of the bunch began speaking of her as though she were some messiah. Now most of the town is taken with her little... Fortunately for her, she disappeared shortly after her little trick. Or I would have thrown her into prison and swallowed the key myself. Imagine hypnotizing an entire town with nothing more than snake oil. Enough to know the whole institution has been a blight on productivity. With the blessings of the conduit to replace a sense of a job well done, the miners care hardly at all for getting them.
아주 이성적인 친구인데? 아주 이성적인 친구면 이제 지금부터 내가 하려는 일을
I am truly fortunate.
이해해주겠지. 나도 양심이 있어. 다 훔쳐가진 않아.
We'll have none of that, you hear?
미안합니다. 훔쳐다
The
걸려서.
degenerates here claim they have been cleansed, but I can still smell the stink of persisting putrescence wafting from their grimy flesh. Silver Glen. This, as you know, I once carried the burden of disease upon emaciated shoulders. Perhaps I had better explain in
드디어 시즌
greater
2야?
detail.
그래.
Yes, let's get this over with.
당신 아프게 했던 질병이
It
무엇이었습니까?
was an unparalleled horror. Scores of physicians flocked to my bedside. They traveled from realms across the seas hoping to cure the mighty Jehan, undo the gloom that had befallen the land, and mere vultures that they were, to be paid handsomely for their efforts. But none of their potions took effect. Their salves seared, but did not soothe my fading flesh. Like a ghoul I looked.
그 병에서 어떻게 나올 수
Unburied yet
있는지
risen from
알려주십시오.
the grave. It went like this, Hunter. If a ghoul I had become, so a dark turn of thought convinced me, a ghoul's methods I should employ to escape the labyrinthian crypt of corporeal corruption. A necromancer I'd be. Yes, only from deep within the deliriums of death would I tunnel my way back into the gardens of life. I did unspeakable things in the dusky dungeons that twist like forgotten veins to long-deceased organs far beneath my castle's sunlit halls. Halls which held my throne and held the bed upon which Heraka slept, her very touch blessing the satin she reposed upon. Still there came no relief. Perversions I created in scores, but they were mere undead all. Creatures so piteous that the thought of cheating death in their guise frightened me more than the swing of the scythe itself. Like mosquitoes in the night, panic and despair beset me until I turned to that darkest of all arts, demonology.
악마에게 심취하게 되신
It had
겁니까?
to be. There was no other way. I could feel the life slipping out
나쁜
of me
놈이구먼
like
얘도.
love out of a
언젠가
betrayed spouse's
정화를
heart.
해야겠는데?
So I studied tomes so old the dust that fell from their centuries' unperused pages never knew the light of the stars that now shine. I drew forbidden symbols. I spoke unhallowed words, and from the smoke that rose like a dragon's last breath, a demon appeared to me and said, "Ask, O blighted king, and you shall have." "Just tell me," I cried. "Tell me what ails me."
악마는 뭐라고 대답하던가요?
Heraka. Never had I known a single word can cut deeper than the sharpest of daggers. With maddening glee, the demon told me
히라카가
she
얘
was
애인
one of his
이름이잖아.
kin. A soul-swallowing horror that had been feeding on both my body and my spirit like a leech. An ancient being was she, that moved from king to king throughout the ages, filling their hearts with love, then draining them of life.
빛 꽃뱀이었고.
After such revelations, does one truly desire to live on? Death seemed like a mother then, welcoming me with her all will be well embrace. Yet still I feared exceedingly her seemingly sweet caress, and the oblivion that would follow. Release me from her, demon, and give me back the strength of a sick, free existence. So went my desperate plea. It smiled, of course it did. Smiled bare 100 razors as its eyes came alight with infernal fire.
1000년을 드리겠습니다.
1,000 years I will give you, it whispered. But then your soul shall be mine to incarcerate in the depths of hellish nemesis. As for your throne, that I'll have now. What say you, O brittle king? Do you accept my terms? I think you know the answer to that question, Hunter. But I've said enough for now. These memories are painful
시즌
to
3까지 기다려야 돼.
So let us turn to the rest of them later. More prey.
간복이 짱이네 얘.
Nothing stronger than a glass of water for me, thanks.
Coming right up.
Answer to all my prayers.
여관이다.
Order, Paul.
마리사가 편지
You startled me.
편지에 전화달라는 애 아니야?
Hello, stranger. How can I help you?
예, 유언을 가져왔습니다.
He's Will? But that means he's... Oh, no. Oh, not my cutie, broody buttercup.
아씨. ปุ๊บ. 경험치 얻었네.
Here you go.
And here's a shiny coin.
Enjoy.
Keep the change.
Business is booming year-round now that the mines are closed. Better to spend a day with a pint than a pickaxe. Isn't that so?
안 쓰는 템을 좀 팔고 방금 훔친 것도 팔고 물소의 사부르 이것도 아깝지만 팔아야겠고 이제 돈이 없네.
Watch where you're going. These beauties will pierce you to the bone. So, do you fancy a trade then? Ever shot a bullseye in your sleep? Well, no wonder with your skill book as empty as all that.
터지는 파편 시체나 용기를 대상으로 선택하여 폭발시킵니다. 레벨 12가 필요합니다. 대가 레벨 12. 레벨이 딸리네. 대가 스킬을 배우긴.
Quite a fine skeleton beneath that hide of yours, isn't there? Yes, a
침묵.
lovely, sturdy
대상을
thing.
침묵시킵니다.
I bet it'll last 100 generations if treated properly.
소환수 파괴. 신성 모독. 저주. 별의 손길. 오! 악당이다. 탄을 소환합니다. 알을 심습니다.
Praise the goddess! I'll pass the trial!
Friend, this is most excellent news. Welcome to the Immaculate Fold.
Yes! I can feel the goddess's finger coursing through my...
여기는 그래도 몰려 있어가지고 템사기가 편하군요.
You dare disturb my rumination? It must be that you can hardly wait to purchase an
Oh dear, dear, dear. You'll hardly impress the
얘가 돈
conduit
좀
with
있다.
such a clouded look about your eyes.
돈 좀
But not
있으니까
to fear, not to
얘한테
fear. I've just the potion for that.
물소 팔고 거지 같은 거.
Ah, thank... Oh. You haven't any ale, have ya? Well, never mind for now. What sort of
와,
magical
좋다.
relics can I offer ya? Blessed by the goddess they are, each and all.
좋은데 상점에서 템을 사는 건 미친 짓 같아. 너무 비싸다 진짜. 보통 비싼 게 아니야. 힘 올라간다. 아, 근데 너무 비싸. 근데 이거 차면은 정마가 미친놈가 세지는데.
These goblins are worse than the trolls. Half as dumb and twice as mean.
At least they don't have that distinct underside of a bridge aroma.
Better that than reeking of fresh blood.
아, 너무 비싸. 아니야. 일단은 좀 마을 돌아다녀 보고. 니들 뭐 하고 있는 거야? 아, 니들도 와 빨리. 왜 찐따들처럼 여기 있냐?
No, don't go! Please help
뭐야?
me! That thing is keeping me trapped here! It's crazy! It'll kill me!
일단 얘기는 안 나보자고.
No fox, shoot or picky boom. Last warning, or picky boom.
미친놈 아니야 저거. 해결하면 되지.
God, the fuse is getting shorter! Stop it!
Soaking
Freeze
spray.
it!
Stop talking!
Soak to the skin.
Oh, thank you, thank you, thank you! You saved my life!
그냥 물 붙이면
It
되잖아.
was that cur of a Frederick that did this to me. He locked me in here with that ridiculous creature. Dear me, I need to get out of this room. Yes, I'll go downstairs to catch a breath of fresh air, but do come and talk to me again if you want to hear more about what transpired here. My thanks once more, sweet hero.
비누. 오케이. 아무도 안 보지? 이건 내 거군.
Under lock and key.
아무도 안 보면 내 거라네.
Some call it luck, others call it skill.
종이. 좋았어. 아, 좋아. 락피기. 수탉 그림.
정보, 술집 앞에서 250골 주고 같이 여관방 들어갈 사람을 구할 수 있다.
뭐라고? 같이 여관방에 왜 들어가?
It's locked.
소매치기 자물쇠 따기를 쓰고. 안되네. 부실 수밖에 없지. 아, 뭐야. 꼼짝도 안 한다. 딴따라란. 루비.
Do you believe in the gods, baby? Cause you're the answer to all my prayers.
Look at you, sugar. Oh, I could take you on a ride neither of us would soon forget.
자기소개 부탁드립니다.
Indeed I do. And I'm just itching to take you places you've only ever... No, come now, honey. I promise to take you for a spin so wild you'll be begging for more. And...
아이만.
Well enough. Would be better
Amazing.
if you glanced in my direction.
Volcan can remain in here.
So we can. Such are our great.
무서워, 저런 애들. 저런 거 진짜 무서워.
Passion and folly. Synonyms, really.
뭐야 이거? 공짜야? 야, 뭐야, 공짜야. 개꿀.
What's that gleam?
딴딴. 재련하는 남자. 이게 엄청난 공짜구만. 이게 뭐. 감사합니다, 주인 아저씨. 감동했어요. 야, 부활 기술책이야. 사술 대가가 필요하네.
You there, cut it out.
어? 왜? 내가 뭐 했다고? 내가 뭐 했다고? 아니 다짜고짜 이래. 진짜 어이가 없구만 진짜. 억울 그 자체야.
Comrades, we are exalted above all others.
억울 그 자체! 이런 나쁜 친구들은 혼내줘야지. 쓰레기 같은 놈들. 괜찮아. 괜찮아요. 죽어. 나 갓골림의 힘을 보여주지. 죽어. 아이 정말 엄청난 마법을 쓰기에는 좀 좁네.
Potent heat.
그쪽 상인 메인캐랑 연관 있어 죽이지.
근데 이거 죽이면은 뭐 게임 진행 못하는 거야? 뭐 어떻게든 깰 수 있지 않을까? 그게 정말 갓게임이면. 얘들이 덤볐어. 나 잘못 없다고. 내가 뭔 잘못했다고. 지금 얘네가 먼저 덤볐는데. 아니 훔친 거 아니라 그냥 주인이 없어 보이길래 가져간 것 뿐이야. 다짜고 저렇게 칼을 휘두르는 게 말이 돼? 그건 아니지. 이건 아니다 솔직히.
Face the unending darkness.
벌을 줘야겠군.
Become one with the air.
벌을 줘야겠어 이것들한테.
멀럭 같으면 나갔다 돌아오는데 웬 특수가 에이스 원룸 방에서 나오는 걸 보면 당연하다 생각해.
당연히 죽여버리지. 내가 죽으면 어쩔 수 없는 거야. 그런 악당을 만났는데 자기가 죽으면 재수가 없는 거지.
Toxic Thorn!
이건 어쩔 수 없는 행위였다. 정말 안타깝군. 안타깝다 뭐 어쩌겠어. 유행이 지난 가죽 모자. 야, 이런 건 알체미 먹어야지. 야, 정화교단의 책 이거 2단이네 애들. 이딴 걸 입고 있고. 이단 쉐리들. 이단 쉐리들.
마 정당화하지 마라.
뭐 언제 내가 언제 정당화했어. 정당한 거지. 살아남는 놈이 강한 거야. 어? 인벤이 꽉 찼네. 정말 즐겁군 이런 루틴. 제조 플러스 1! 좋아요. 이런 거 들고 있고. 이게 애매하네. 가서 빨리 작물 좀 처리해야겠다. 아, 여기로 들어갔어야 되겠구나. 담통 조심하면 되겠지.
Another piece of trash.
Psst. Over here, Hunter. It's me, Better that than reeking of fresh blood.
Over here, sweet cheeks. Oh, I'm aching to share a
Not
moment
today,
together.
Ramon. I'm not in the mood for your game. Oh no, pal of mine.
자넨 돈이 없군.
Friend, this is most excellent news. Welcome to the Immaculate Fold.
A little word of warning, traveller. The land to the north of here are dangerous.
성가심 사냥의 영구적인 향상 효과. 통찰 -1, 지능 +1. 오! 개꿀이구만.
Ever shot a bullseye in your sleep? Well, no wonder with your skill book as empty as all that.
대기. 이제 티어 낮은 것들은 좀 팔고. 는 너 돈이 없네. 대가 폭발시킵니다. 이게 왠지 좀 더 간지난 스킬이잖아. 사주고.
Business is booming year round now.
아, 다 거지 새끼들이야 이거.
Better to spend a day with a pint.
They say a witch lives in the wood.
아까 저기서 말 건 게 아루라고?
How's business for you anyway?
얘 대가 스킬 배울 수 있나?
As good as a new penny.
대가 4 찍어야 되네.
Back on my feet again.
아이 떼꼴록 새끼 또 여기서 돌아다니고.
Source Hunter, you've made it into the hamlet of Silverglen, I see. Unnerving spot, don't you find? Leandra has fashioned herself a hero here, but the townsfolk don't seem to know the truth behind the conduit, though they call themselves Immaculates.
어디서부터 단서를 찾아야 하는지 알려줄 수 있겠죠.
I've been shadowing
근데
the local
죽여도 상관없는
priest,
것 같은데 마을 사람들?
a man by the name
퀘스트
of
안 주는 애들은 다
I have the feeling he knows more than
어쩔 수
most in
없이 죽일 수도 있는
Silverglen,
거잖아, 그지?
for I've followed him in the night when he meets with cloaked strangers and goblins even. Mangoth, Hyberheim, of strange things I've heard him whisper. Yes, this priest has shady goings-on written all over that smug, holier-than-thou face of his.
어쩔 수 없이 불의의 사고로 싸울 수도 있는 거 아니겠어요? 그런 건 솔직히 인정해줘야지. 이런 불의의 사고로 내 템도 늘어나고 말이야. 불의의 사고로 돈이 많아졌네? 개꿀인데? 이거는 불의의 사고를 좀 늘릴 수밖에 없겠군. 내가 살아남으려면.
But we must start at the beginning, Source Hunter. The White Witch is still at large. If we want to get to the true heart of Leandra's doings, we must start with her sister. And she's far likelier to be in her cabin among the trees than here among Leandra's followers. They're thick as trout, if you ask me, and unnaturally obsessed with ancient teachings. I haven't seen Leandra here myself, but she must have put on quite a show of magical mastery to enthrall a crowd of shaggy miners. To have them hop on the bandwagon of a shadowy religion wholly alien to them.
소양을 갖추셨네요. 티러니
Haven't you
하슈.
heard them whisper of the blood? How their eyes shine when they discuss certain stellar stones? Star stones, of course, which drenched in blood become bloodstones and are used in healing rituals. Now I can see how it could be a
영문으로
fantastic
그걸
thing to
방송
nurse a
키고
dying human
수록하면서
back
하기에는
to
너무
health
힘들어.
if all it takes is to sacrifice a
너무
toe.
무섭다.
But I spy bloodlust in these people's eyes. A bloodlust that goes beyond the usual meaning of the word. They all act like they're following a benign goddess that will lead them to paradise. But I'll be a dappled Dalmatian if any of that is true. The Immaculate's presence here is highly disconcerting.
마녀를 찾아라. 정화교단 중 하나가 되어 침입하라고? 적의 내부에서 정보를 얻어라. 그런 치사한 짓 할 수 있지.
Diligently will I read
Blessed be the goddess!
Welcome be, O seeking souls, to this holy house of Immaculates.
Will I read the words of the goddess?
Give me the strength, O goddess, to become enlightened.
아니 무슨 그냥 길가에 떨어진
Diligently will I read the words of the goddess.
잡상인이 파는 게 내 거보다 훨씬 좋아.
Let me spill blood for thee, O Holy One.
I am Loic, enlightened one among Immaculates, spokesman for the holy conduit, as she is spokesman for the goddess herself. Hers is the blood. Then it shall be my pleasure to answer them.
어떤 사람들입니까?
We are the chosen ones of the goddess. The benedictions of the blood
일단은
render our
내부부터
bodies
파괴하자.
and spirits
원래
unblemished, for such is her
북두신권도
mercy
내부에서
that we may
파괴하는
all become
그런
part of the
범법이잖아.
sacred soul. And you too,
넌 이미
seeker,
죽어있다.
could become one such. You find yourself in the goddess's temple. Therefore, it follows she wants you to take the true path. So
이분도 진짜
here,
읽어보게.
have this hallowed tome. Read it. Do you hold it to be true, O seeker, that you are ready to be tested? Your unpreparedness disappoints me.
정화교단의 책 2권을 얻어야 된다. 근데 아까 내가 찾지 않았나? 맞다, 지능. 통찰이 떨어지고 지능이 올라가는데 이거를 자한을 줄까? 자한을 주는 게 낫겠죠? 치명타 확률은 자한이랑 전혀 상관없으니까. 정마는 치명타 확률이 필요하잖아. 아, 스탯이 부족하니까 정마 줘야 되나 그냥? 치명타 보정 플러스 1? 이건 좀 그래, 정마한테 투자를 하자. 아니다, 전체는 아니. 결국에 마이너스 1 플러스 1이라서 제로잖아. 얘는 이득밖에 없잖아. 책을 먹어버렸다. 정화교단 책 내가 압수하지 않았나? 불법 책? 그래. 아 이거 필수적인 거였네. 이거 대장